This plant is Stachys hummelo. Check this out. Here at Plant Daddy Express, I've got all kinds of plants, and this one right here, I actually sold more than I thought that I would, and I kind of sold them before they even really flowered like this. This is the first year I've seen these plants grow this good because I planted them literally 1 year ago, basically today. Each one of those plants was smaller than this plant right here. I've been selling these at $10 a piece. So this is one of the last ones that I have. I think I have 5 left. And so as you can see, this is Stachys hummelo. Each one of these plants gets almost 2 foot tall, probably, you know, 15 to 18 inches more so. And so all these plants, like I said, you plant something like this, you'll have something like this the next year. The pollinators are loving this plant. I had 100% success with keeping all of these alive. So I've got 13 of them across this mound. I've got 4 or 5 in other mounds, you know, throughout the sales, or, you know, on the other side of the sales area. And these plants, like I said, this is a year old, so they'll probably double in size. They'll get more and more full. They can handle the full sun very easily. They've got a really interesting leaf that's kind of corrugated, and you know, a lot of people have complimented the leaf on this plant. I'm not sure as far as the bloom time, but you should expect at least, you know, 3 to 4 weeks, maybe a full solid like month or so of, you know, blooms and color on this plant. But I mean, this plant, you can see it driving down the road. It just brings a ton of color. I do have 13 of these across the mound here. Every single one of these in the mounds, I've got them in another location, and every single one in the pots with no protection over the winter survived. So Stachys hummelo, you know, every single one of these plants, this is the spelling, had survived over the winter. But you know, this video is primarily about this plant, but I also have to show you guys these over here. You know, I've got a snow and summer. This right here is a Ruby Falls Weeping Redbud. So this plant has survived 3 years here at Plant Daddy Express. And then the other plant that I need to show you guys is this Firefly Peach Sky Yarrow. So this plant, you know, this is one of my favorite plants. As you can see, I have 11 of them right here, I believe. And you know, these have just opened up completely, and they are still growing a bunch of flowers. This plant can sometimes also rebloom. It lasts a solid 3 to 4 weeks if it doesn't rebloom, you know, but if it reblooms, then, you know, I've had it bloom all the way up until, you know, October, almost November before. But, you know, so these plants right here get in the 20-inch range, and, you know, almost, you know, up to 20 inches wide as well. But, you know, that's 2 plants here at Plant Daddy Express, you know, that you can use in massive drifts or just a couple at a time and have some serious impact. Other plants that I highly recommend are the alliums. So I've got Millennium Allium there, and then I also have Bubble Bath Allium and Penstemon in the back there. I've got 3 different varieties, and if you come this way, you know, we will see this plant over here just absolutely looking amazing, and it's been flowering for a few weeks. I sold out of this plant, and for a good reason. I had to pick up more for some customers, and I sold those. But you know, some other plants that I love, Russian sage. I've got salvia on the mound, and then cone flowers, of course. Check out the cone flowers; those are going crazy. And so, you know, I've also got tons of other plants, but check out the sales area here at Plant Daddy Express. You can see I got tons of plants, but the Stachys hummelo, the alliums, the Penstemon, Russian sage, salvias, I mean the yarrows, the Stachys looking absolutely amazing, but I've got tons of other options. So watch my other videos, subscribe, like this video, and comment. You know, have you guys ever tried or even seen this plant before? It should be fairly common, but I'm gonna plant tons of these for next year, and I'm gonna be using these on my own landscape and designs.